Hey, I did not even realize I was live. I'm going to be honest with you. I hit that by mistake. Let's see. Who do we got? Give me a second, guys. Complete mistake. So I'm early. Not supposed to be live until 5 o'clock. Flower, how are you? Give me a second, guys. I'm getting ready for my walk. I usually get ready right before and then I go live. But hey, since I hit that button by accident, I was talking to my cat, who, surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, has a lot to say at 4:45 in the morning. So just give me a second. Flower says she's good. Hey, today is school. First day of school for our friend Flower. William says, good morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining me early. It was a complete...
Say hi to Millie, the mobile bank that allows you to control...
Sorry, guys. It was a complete accident that happened. I was putting my phone... I had it all set up for live. I was putting my phone in the little phone thingy, I think is the official description. Phone holder. Phone... I don't know. Let's keep it simple. We'll call it thingy. Oh, no. It's this Monday. Sabina's here. William says, chassis or mount? Yeah. Or thingy. Our friend Optimob is here. Sabine is here. Sabine and Timo are Optimob. And Bax. It's a team. All three of them. Duncan's here. Wow. Duncan says, hi, waiting to enjoy reading. Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, again, I had it set up for 5 o'clock. It's only 4:48. And I accidentally hit the go live button. So I'm here officially, man, 15 minutes early. But we'll dive in. We're going to read. Let's see, Roy Hart says, I'm sorry. That was a question about the thingy. That's okay. Swing says, hello, Yogi Eric. All right, so let's dive in. This is not an actual translation of the Tao Te Ching. It's an interpretation of the Tao Te Ching offered by Wayne Dyer in his book, came out in 2007, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. I bought this book in 2007. I didn't read it in 2007 or 2010 or 2020. It kept falling to the bottom of my list of books to read. In between, I probably read the Tao Te Ching another half dozen times. I first read the Tao, Alan Watts, The Tao, A Watercourse Way, 1981. A girlfriend's mother gave it to me, or lent it to me. That and his book on Zen. Soon afterwards, my girlfriend broke up with me, and I was heartbroken because I had to give the books back to her mom. However, that gift, lending me those books, sparked a lifelong interest in Taoism, in Buddhism, that never disappeared. It kept me for the rest of my life exploring philosophical as well as spiritual ways of expressing my own life. Forever grateful. For some reason, when I bought this book, I didn't want to read an interpretation of the Tao. I just wanted to read the Tao. But 65 days ago, out of the blue, I got the intuitive urge to pick up this book in particular. I like Wayne Dyer, always have. He's been an early influence since the 80s, early 80s for me. So I get the urge. And I think it's due to politics. Politics, the bane of my existence, the bane of everyone's existence. And I knew it was going to be a rough political season, and I didn't want to be immersed in it. I didn't want to go down that path of us against them, uh, my team versus someone else's team. I didn't want a team. I wanted to give up the whole nonsense of having a team. It's a we. We're all part of the same team. And by we, it's everyone and everything in existence. Dogs and cats and beavers and chipmunks. We're all part of the same team. Life itself. We're team life. Let's see. B. Gerby? B. Gerby? Let's just say B for my ease of speaking. Samuel's here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here. So let's dive in. We're going to dive into verse 65. The ancient ones were simple-hearted and blended with the common people. They did not shine forth. They did not rule with cleverness. So the nation was blessed. When they think that they know the answers, people are difficult to guide. When they know they do not know, people can find their own way. Not using cunning to govern a country is good fortune for the country. The simplest pattern is the clearest. Content with an ordinary life, you can show all people the way back to their own true nature. Their own true nature is the Tao. B, the book's name is Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, and it's Wisdom of the Tao Te Ching by Wayne Dyer. And he is, again, he's not given a literal translation of the Tao. He's giving his interpretation of the Tao and a little bit of wisdom and how we can best express it in our life. What I love about Taoism, it's simple. Buddhism has the Eightfold Path. Yoga has the 8 branches of yoga. The Tao is, that's it. No words. The beginning of the Tao says the Tao that can be told is not the true Tao. Any description of the Tao is not the Tao. It is simply living our life in accordance with our own authenticity, which is matched to the authenticity of nature itself. No separation. So, I am a yoga practitioner and have been for much of my life, the entirety of yoga, all the 8 branches. Ethics, breathing principles, pranayama, deep meditation, withdrawal of the senses, practicing the asanas. I've studied Buddhism, I've done Buddhist meditation. I absolutely love the Tao. I can sum up my practice, my own personal practice now, as forgiving everything that is inauthentic about myself, and that includes my resentments, my bitterness, my grievances, forgiving them all, simply projections, and returning to my Tao nature, my authenticity, and relaxing. Simple as that, relaxing. When we relax, we are at our finest, and when we're at our finest, we are living the Tao. But how many of us are actually relaxed? Let's see. Samuel. Man, I love that name, Samuel. Says, greetings from East Africa. That's a beautiful name. And thank you. Much appreciated. It's so often, we're no longer human beings, we're human doings. Always diving into one project after another. Always approaching life from its most difficult angles. Mir says, hey, Sir Yogi, and beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning to you, Mir. I was just on Mir's page for a little bit as well. The beautiful live stream from Optimob. What a great way to start my day. I have missed Jace, though. My cat is here saying good morning to you guys. So, yesterday I summed up my, every bit of my yogic wisdom, such as it is. Can you say vinegar without the vin? Um, it would be like, you guys watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You remember that show? And at the end of the show, they say "Gur, Arg." That would be it, right? Gur. Um, Mirror says, "Hey to William, hey to Sabine." So here it is, yogic wisdom, such as it is, for whatever it's worth. From just a yogi, not a great yogi, just plain old yogi. Wake up early. Short little meditation. Do some breath work. It can be the simplest breath work in the world. Get out in nature and walk. Come back. Do just an easy asana practice. Sun salutation. And then be creative. That's it. 5 little things. Is it 5? Let's count. Wake up early. Breathe. Stretch. Nature. Be creative. 5 things. He says, can you increase your sound for our ease? I'm sorry. You know what it is? It's not so much the sound. It's that at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm hesitant to speak loudly. Man, I don't like introducing too much sound, especially volume, early in the morning. In yogic philosophy, this is called Brahma Muhurtai, the hours of God, the most sacred time of the day. This is when Rumi, the Persian poet, says the 2 worlds are at their thinnest, and we can enter back and forth between heaven and earth. This is when we ask for what we wish for. So I'm going to try to speak up. If that's better, let me know. Duncan says, a relaxing, thought-provoking talk. Thank you, Duncan. Man, I'm really happy that you made it this morning. William says, and I want to take from the YouTube post. So if you all follow Jace, would leave a like on it. Thank you. Is Jace live? Let's wrap things up. Everyone can go visit Jace. If he's finishing up his workout, guys, go visit and leave a like. Share him out. If we're getting there right at the end, we get to hear his beautiful message. Always on point. So we're going to wrap it up. Oh, his comment was just about he is not live. Okay, good. So, hey, if anyone in the last few minutes, since I came on so early by mistake, I hit the go live button completely by mistake. My fault. But I'm happy to, I almost said answer any questions. I don't know as I have any answers. But hey, we can talk about them. If you have any questions, we can talk about them, see what comes up. That's one of my favorite lines in verse 65. Duncan says, a good mic would add resonance and depth to the audio without volume. I hadn't thought of that. I actually have a mic. I have a little mic. Let me see about hooking that up, volume. Hooking that up, Duncan. Thank you for that. Duncan always has good advice for me, be it fitness, technical, across the board. Always has something very valuable to offer me. William says, my comment was that Jace had a YouTube post saying he was traveling to Silverstone. Okay. So, guys, definitely visit Jace. Wish him a safe travel. Sendesh, my friend, how are you? Eric is live at 5 a.m. Is it really Eric speaking? Or is it a pre-recorded video? Or is he actually live and answering people live? Good morning, Eric. Sendesh, my friend, how are you? I am actually live. It's 5 o'clock now. I'm going to recap verse 65 real quick. My favorite part. When they think that they know the answers, people are difficult to guide. When they know that they do not know, people can find their own way. In Zen, it's called the don't know mind. How many times do we pretend that we know the answers to virtually everything? So important. The sign of wisdom is to know that we don't know. Greatest sign of wisdom. Shrug your shoulders. It's a mudra. Mudra is a sacred formation, a sacred gesture, usually associated with the hands. Here are the two most important mudras to know. Smile. Wake up and smile. There's always something to smile about. Existence itself is something to smile about. It was gifted. You didn't have to do anything to earn it. You were gifted your existence. So mudra number 1, sacred gestures, smile. Mudra number 2, shrug. I don't know. We're going to Google for the first time this morning. And here's what we're going to Google. The great Persian poet, Rumi, the Sufi poet, 13th century, I believe, might be 12th century, said, sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Bewilderment is simply looking around and thinking, I have no answers at all for why things are the way they are, and it doesn't matter. I don't need a single answer. I just need this. Shrug. A friend of mine, James Plath, wrote one of my favorite books, The Gospel of Astonishment. Living our life with astonishment. Culture says work and warm. Early bird does get the bird. Early bird does get the worm. Does it get the work? Does it get the worm? Probably all of the above. Let's see. So just says, hi Optimum, hi William, how are you guys? Also in the East Coast. William's in the central US. Sandes says, nice, I'm in, he's in Seattle. So, man, not knowing. Imagine if every political party, everyone, I'm not going to mention names, the leader shrugged their shoulders and said, I don't know, but let's find out together. I don't know the best way to lead the country. My way isn't necessarily the best way, but we can find out together. What is the best way? Imagine if every voter said, I don't know how you should live your life, but let's find out together. Instead, all of us are so convinced that our own opinion is the best. The great psychologist Abraham Maslow, who put out the hierarchy of needs and is considered the father of positive psychology, when he was asked, what is the self-actualized person? And he said, the self-actualized person is someone who is independent of the good opinion of others. Meaning, they're authentic. They're not swayed by the opinions of others, and yet they are open to the opinion of everything. Sandesh says he ordered Domino's and ate the whole medium-sized pizza. My stomach was so full that I could not sleep. That's why I joined Eric's live stream. I hope I can help with your digestion. That might be the highest compliment I ever get. If someone were to look at me and said, you know what? Eric helped me digest today. Can you ask for anything better? Hey, Sandesh, you know what? There's an Ayurvedic principle of walking, a gentle walk. Doesn't have to be exercise per se. It's not how fast you can walk, but a gentle walk 5-10 minutes after every meal. Your digestion improves, your metabolism improves, and it'll help you, definitely help you sleep. Sandesh says, gives us a smile and emoji. That's my goal. My life mission is to help everyone's digestion. So, man, I'm going to wrap things up early today. The sun will not come up until 6:10 today, which is not great for me. Oh, William says nasal breathing will help too. Absolutely. You could do Koboltai breathing, um, which many people confuse with the breath of fire, except the breath of fire is with a banda, which is an energy lock. But Koboltai breathing is breath work. I would demonstrate it. um, Sendish says, how do you stay so fit, Eric? Do you go to the gym very often or run a lot? I don't run a lot any longer. I used to. I used to run a lot. Um, I was an ultra runner for 10 years, a little over 10 years, almost 11. Everywhere from, I would race every month. I did an ultra a month for 10 years. I work out every day. I've done burpees every day for almost 950 days now. Um, I walk 2 or 3 times a day, anywhere from 2 to 3 miles each time. And I practice yoga twice a day, or the asanas of yoga. Very gently, very easily. I found with my yoga practice, when I try to go, when I try to make it a more strenuous practice, I always regret it. But when I make it gentle, I always feel better, and it allows me to be more, to go harder and more intense in my other workouts. So often we approach everything with equal intensity. And I find sometimes it's those easy sessions that mean the most, and they allow me to do those harder sessions. The more easier sessions I do, when our friend Duncan Walsh comes in and gives me a hard assignment, I'm able to approach him with more intensity because I'm not beaten up by all the previous stuff that I've done. Oh, Sandish asked that. Sorry, I think I said Sabine. William says, I'm equally puzzled for time. Want to go to the store, but I don't want to wait. Yeah, I know what that is. For me, William says he does nature walks daily and does upload workout videos daily. If you want more specifics still. Thank you, William. That sums it up. Sandish says, well, I have to leave now. Unfortunately, my wife is yelling at me from the bed that when you're coming back so you can sleep. I'm already subscribed, so I'll join you again in the next live stream. Thank you, Sandish. Much appreciated. Says, good night, buddy. Good night to you. Tell your wife I said hi. William says, thank you for showing your support, Sandish. Have a good night. Thanks, William. Yeah, here's my issue with time in the morning. If I wait until 6:10 for that first sunlight, which I love because it's easier to film, I get better light, but there's more people out and there's less to see because it's noisier. And man, I try to avoid noise until later in the day. If I go out now, the light isn't optimal for filming. So when I see nature, I can't quite capture it to the same extent. I have a brief window of opportunity in the month of May and June when the sun comes up at about 5:20 in the morning. I absolutely love it. No one else is up. Very few people are up. Nature is stirring and the light is just right. However, I've been testing out new cameras with infrared vision, and it's pretty cool. Not quite what I want yet. I haven't found the perfect one, but I keep looking. Milka has gifted and gifted and gifted me with different cameras to keep trying. So I'll find the right one. I'm trying out a new one today for the first time. So stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you don't mind, hit the like button, please. Not for me, for the algorithms. Algorithms are happy. They get happy when you do that. We can think of it as feeding the algorithms. Sabine says, I'm listening in the background. We were just having breakfast and Sabine is hungry like usual. I appreciate you listening. Sabine and Timo and Max having breakfast after a morning walk. William says, nice. What is for breakfast today? What is the typical Swiss breakfast? For me, I'll have breakfast after I walk. Um, it'll be about almost a 16-hour fast, which is about what I need. I used to do 18 to 22, and it actually ended up causing a little bit of digestive issues because I was trying to make up calories. I was trying to get break even with my caloric deficit from all the, especially when I was training for ultras, and I was always in a deficit. Optimob says, just normal bread and some cream cheese with a bit of jam. Nice. Bread, butter, cheese, a lot of coffee. I've had my 1 cup for the day. If you want to feed the algorithms, coming back to the live after it's over and leaving a comment helps. Oh, thank you for that, Roy. That would be awesome. Optimob says half a gallon of coffee per person. Our good friend Paul from Oregon gave me this suggestion. If I'm only going to drink 1 cup of coffee a day, buy myself a really big cup. Because technically, it is still 1 cup of coffee a day. Squirrel Sniper, how's the tooth? How are you feeling? Both Squirrel Sniper as well as Brian Lane are having a little bit of teeth issues. Brian Lane has an abscess tooth. Squirrel Sniper, a loosened tooth. I don't think it was knocked all the way out. With his over exuberant dog. Optimob says, good advice, Yogi. Rome says, I make French press, just kind of involved, and I had been fasting until yesterday. You know what, though? Your French press coffee can be a form of meditation. Giving it the attention, mindfulness of everything that you do preparing that coffee. All the way from putting the coffee grinds in the press, pressing it, preparing the coffee, to drinking it, and a complete mindfulness of coffee. That would be an excellent post, William. The mindfulness of coffee, the mindfulness of French press, the Tao of French press coffee. John Harvard says, hi, can I be mod? You can definitely be a mod, but not today. Normally, like, showing up for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so that we know that you're enjoying the live stream. You might become a mod and think, man, this guy's full of crap. This guy doesn't know anything that he's talking about, and he's getting on my nerves. Which can happen. Hey, so I'd only ask, wait a couple weeks, come back, ask again, or show up, hang out with us, and then ask in a couple weeks. Squirrel Sniper says, painful. The root is unattached, but the side is still firmly fixed on the gum. Ouch. Sorry, Squirrel Sniper. What are you going to do? Optimob says, hi to John. Roy says, and the day before, ate like 3 servings of pistachios. And one of, and the name, MMA. Feel gorged on food and overate. Feast and famine. Speed says, William, I was fasting since yesterday evening, 7 p.m. as well. I think that's the best way to do it. I think a 12 to 16 hour fast is probably the most healthful. We can extend it on occasion to get the benefits of it. William says, I haven't been in 2 days, just operating in extreme deficit. Scorsese says, not too sure. Yeah, man, I don't know what the best thing. Do you yank it? Is it going to feel worse after you yank it? Are we absolutely sure that every nerve is, or every root is unattached, every single root? Is there a possibility that, you know, it might heal? I don't know. Speed says, you know what I mean? Absolutely. Oh, Speed says, guys, believe me, Speed needs their breakfast in the morning, then the whole world is beautiful and at peace. You know what I mean? I absolutely do. That's why, yeah, 12, 16 hours, have your breakfast, have your coffee for sure. I had quit coffee for a while, and then I started reading the benefits of 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day. Great for brain health. It's a good source of antioxidants. It can help prevent Alzheimer's, dementia. Edamame, like Canadian. Edamame. Thank you, William. Food is definitely disconnected. It's just tissue now, very tender. William says, nailed it. As long as I have a cheat sheet ahead of me. Well, Squirrel Sniper, I wish you luck. I know our friend Jace said, just pull it, just yank it. So maybe if the root is definitely disconnected, if you went to a dentist, the dentist would probably do that. So I think what I would probably do is go ahead. Oh, man, I don't know. If you went to the dentist, they'd probably yank it. They'd probably fill it with gauze, disinfect it, fill it with gauze, give you maybe something to help keep it clean, some type of, antiseptic mouthwash. Keep it clean, free of infection, maybe an antibiotic. Well, maybe not yet. No sense taking an antibiotic until you need it, but something to keep it disinfected, and then they'd replace it. William says it would be painful, but gargle with warm salt water. William says the heat should help loosen the tissue, but yeah, painful. Yeah, it is. I'm thinking back. I don't remember what I did. I'm missing a tooth all the way in the back. I was in the midst of a root canal, and I got hit by an elbow that shattered the remaining tooth. So I removed it. It was just little shards and stuff left. My dentist said, well, we could put it in a bridge, but you might not need it. Bad advice, because it has caused a shift in my alignment over the course of years. This happened, it was in my early 20s when this happened. And that shift has caused a misalignment that has also caused some arthritis. So my jaw is very often in a lot of pain. I probably should have gotten it fixed, but I went with the advice of my dentist. His thinking was, at this point, you take really good care of your teeth. You got great dental hygiene. Why mess with things? But had I messed with things, I would not be experiencing the pain that I do now. Can't second guess yourself. Does no good. All right, guys. 5:20. 15 minutes until sunrise, but I'm going to test out my new infrared camera. Stay tuned. I'll let you know how it works. I appreciate everyone showing up. Squirrel Sniper, good luck. Man, I'm sorry that you're in pain, my friend. Sandesh, I know you're in bed, but I hope you're digesting. I'll be live in a little bit, a couple hours. Come on by, say hi. Brian says, play apple cider vinegar, better than antibiotics. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that advice. And that seems like sound advice. I hear apple cider vinegar for so many remedies. Pain management is today's phrase. Optimob says, hi to Brian. So, hey, Sunday, we got a great premiere coming up from Optimob. Hope you guys make it. That's tomorrow. As well, hey, replay their live stream. Take a walk with Timo, Sabine, and Bax. Watch them as you eat your breakfast. Great way to start your day. As well, today is 1K subscriber celebration day with our great friend, the Burpee Reaper. He's got a special guest. Don't know who it is. It's a surprise. I hope to see you guys over there. Optimobs, thank you. Eric, thank you. Timo. William says, thank you everyone for the support. And Squirrel, if you're able to, maybe if you procure some tinctures, a rinse to help. Squirrel Snapper says, cheers to Brian. Optimob says, Smart is the highlight of the week on our channel. See the event premiere. There's a link. Guys, I hope you make it. I hope to see you there. And it really is the highlight of the week, highlight of the channel. Timo puts so much work. Not just, I mentioned this before, he really helped me realize the artistic integrity of editing. We always look at the finished product and we think, beautiful scenery, great filming. But a lot of times we don't realize the editing that takes place. Timo puts so much detail, so much effort, and most importantly, so much love in the editing. It's a work of art, and it's a work of love, as every work of art is, interchangeable. Every work of art is a work of love. Every work of love becomes a work of art by default. So when you view an Optimob premiere, it really is an event. And I hope everyone shows up and deeply appreciates the love that both Sabine and Timo put into it, as well as Bax. I can't forget Bax. So, Squirrel Sniper says, Roy Martin, thank you. I have CBD. That should definitely help. I don't know why I totally blanked on that. Optimob says, thank you, Eric. You're welcome, my friend. I'm going to see everyone later. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.